Unfortunately, YouTube systems have become so automated, they don't even know what the hell they're talking about anymore. So I did the training. I understand where they're coming from. However, what you don't understand is I was doing a reaction video. One where I was talking about different parts of what they were saying. And when I didn't need to make a reaction, I didn't make a reaction. So let me show you an example of such one reaction, which you did not take down, by the way. Also, you failing to upload my video is still frustrating as hell. So, where the hell is this video? The last 9 minutes of my reaction. Oh, it's a live stream, duh. Where the hell is it? Look at all the different. Look, I made this reaction 50 minutes of this thing. I made this other reaction here. There's a different reaction I made of FTL comment. That's not it. Oh, here it is, part 2. So basically, you didn't take down that. Same thing. I may have to make a new reaction to this. Also, yeah, you took down the video. Oh wait, this one, everyone will be just fine. Me talking about all sorts of things about AI. So let me explain something to you. Reaction videos don't have to be educational. Although the point is that you're making a statement based off of what you saw in the video or whatever. So you have an idea of what fair use is, and somehow you changed it to not include reaction videos? You're going to have to talk to me directly about this. I didn't get a warning for this. How much of the video was unpaused? I don't know. How much of it did I talk over, and did I actually tell you things about how this video, the originator of the thing, does gravity, and it cites the actual direct video. Okay, stop doing that. Stop. How do I stop it? I don't want this to show up there. I want it to show up here. Disconnect. So I started again. I looked at the situation of whatever this video is. And here's the thing. I was so far into this. This is the video. Problems with the standard model. I had a lot to say about that. I don't know what all I said about it. But I make reaction videos about science stuff all the time. Talking about stuff like billiard shenanigans, about the problem, the potential EM problem. I make a bunch of videos like this. You're not explaining to me about I have any issues with any of this stuff that I've done prior. You aren't warning me correctly about these things. You're not saying, oh, this has potentially like the and the here's the thing. Let me explain something to you. The other thing about your idea of the training is it doesn't teach you It teaches you something about how often maybe you should pause the video, but people make reaction videos all the time in all sorts of different ways. And all I know is I'm putting my own thoughts on top of what has already been said because I need to react. I need to give a response. It's not about taking a thing of a movie. That's not it. It's another educational thing, and me having to speak over top of it and say my opinions about it because, first of all, learn, and second of all, there may be things that they said correctly that I can confirm that they said correctly. But if they said it incorrectly, if there's stuff that is there, like this whole thing, Houston, we have a drag problem. I talk about science in space, but that video is entirely in that video, right? So, first of all, let me explain something to you. No person flagged my video. No valid person flagged my video. This was an automated system. So if you're going to try to tell me how much of a video can actually exist at any given time, that's not what you did in the training. So, constructive feedback for you, give proper training instead of a 10 question little thing that's like, oh, can you guess these answers correctly? And I somehow got a perfect score simply because I know what your answers might be, but that doesn't mean I don't have there is also more to say about it. A reaction video can happen. So how much of a video at any given time are you allowed to clip before it becomes like people took like back in the day and in this channel I took an entire section of Markiplier's live stream that he knew was going to not be uploaded again because it was going to be too long. YouTube doesn't do it well, so I re streamed it to allow it to remain in the space. That's not gone. You didn't give me any warnings about that. That's an entire 5 hour long live stream section of his exact live stream just so that it can exist somewhere. Like, it would have existed if 24-hour live streams would end up becoming a thing that stays and at good quality. But according to him, at the time, it wasn't going to be there. Zero warning. But that was years ago. Things about automated, oh, there's so much of this thing and it's directly the exact same of the other thing that also exists. If you're going to backtrack and find out that I've done these things, don't give me any warnings about them. Don't give me any strikes about them. I will sue you for that. I will sue you for that. The only thing you're allowed to do is maybe remove them from the thing and say, don't do it again. You're not allowed to give any more warnings about these things. You're not allowed to give any more strikes about these things. Do you know why? Because anything in the past that you notice about my channel after this, the first warning, anything else in the past that you noticed is you failing to warn me in the first place. So the only reason why certain errors can happen, and then this is exactly what happened with my other videos, is that there was some issue that happened. You didn't give me proper warning in the first place. A policy changed. Automated systems went in, scanned everything without any context or any idea of what it is to actually have the proper scanning and warning procedures. And again, if you were to warn me while it was happening, again, if you claim that these are a bunch of grievances, I'll sue you for $10,000, no problem. I'll sue you for $100 million, I don't care. Do you have any idea how much 6,000 of my own work and my own effort just playing a video game, live streams and videos I had on my channel, and you decided to take that channel down? You owe me $30,000 already. Now you give me a warning, but this was an automated takedown during my live stream. You don't know how to convey correctly how a person is supposed to operate here. I'm not re-streaming or streaming entire movies or whatever the hell else. I will continue without any flags from you, as long as I'm doing it the right way. I will assume that I can continue to make reaction videos on science and technology and stuff like that. Things along the lines of how to read statistics. And I'm not going to have that video. I would probably be maybe not chess. It could be this. No, not that. I don't know. I don't know what my next asteroids. That could be neat. I don't know. Asbestos. Holy fuck, I have a lot to say about that probably. But not as much. Like, I can't say anything corrective about it. Like, I can't say anything that would make it be more or better understood than what they're going to say. Or, my question was, if anything, and I'll just say it here, you said you removed asbestos from my building. What the shit are you talking about? You removed stucco. What is asbestos? What the fuck are you talking about? I'll watch this for my own interest, but numbers like this, create absolute primes, neat. That's fun. I might have a reaction to think about that. I might have the primes one or something like that. I made videos referring to the videos of this. So the thing about Crash Course, the thing about SciShow, the thing about the stuff that it is, the stuff that actually, I'm going to prime this one. Stop. And then I'm going to be like, okay, so here's the thing. Again, back in the day, I made this video, hours talking about a short talking about all these different things. It was a stupid idea about how you can have so many people worth of energy or whatever else, and whatever. Again, another thing. Curling reaction part two. I had to make a part two. Why did I have to make a part two? I don't know. It was a regular live stream and then it got cut off, not because of you guys, but because of some glitch or whatever. And so I had to start again. Probably an internet bump, like little jostle or whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna blame you for everything. But this is the original video that you guys flagged. This is the part two. I only got the last part of it. But you never restored the original video. And if I were to say anything about that video, oh fuck, did that happen during this? Everyone dies. Gravity. No, it's not the same thing. Why does it look like... No, that's different. Okay, weird. Oh right, I was doing the comments or something. A tablet? What? As you can tell, my entire channel is either I make videos about video games, I make videos about reactions of science and things that I'm trying to explain things to you guys. Dogman, um, the galaxy requires a black hole was an interesting idea, where it's like it could be all instead of orbiting anything, we could just be swirling around, and it's all of the mass of all the stuff in the galaxy that holds everything together. And we just don't have the proper understanding about how it all works. Because even the sun is swirling around stuff, and it's a center point made by the made by Jupiter and all that. The point is that when you delete a video instead of blocking it worldwide and you delete it from my registry, I can't even know what was in the video that could have been problematic. I don't even know what kind of pacing I had. I have no idea how to learn from what I did or what I didn't do wrong. I can't confirm at all that I did anything wrong. I just know that I did the same thing that I've been doing a bunch of times, where I do a reaction, I pause the video every so often, and I don't have like exact numbers for how much that should be, how often or whatever. Only one is a video game. That's different. This is Doku. Sagnac effect. Someone talked about that. I was like, I went on a deep dive about what the hell the Sagnac effect is. And it's different. It's ironic that they did the same science stuff. There's a lot of science that I do, a lot of reactions. Look at this shit. Direct, 1-to-1. I look through most of the entirety of his video, looking through all of it, talking about it, talking about the science of it, trying to figure out, is he saying the thing correctly with the right understanding? And there's some things he missed that I had to correct. So, science show. The freaking this. We go back to this. What is this video? What exactly? Who is this specifically? SciShow. Okay. So looking at the SciShow, I should have put it on blast. The thing is not human. The architect, of course, isn't human. No one cares. Everyone knows the architect isn't human. There's a lot of stuff I watch. There's a lot of stuff I react to. That's cool. Whatever. Nope. My conclusion is that you wrongfully assessed my video reaction to be, and what you need to do is a direct conversation with me about what the hell you're talking about. Because you can't have it both ways, where it's allowed and then it's also not allowed. It doesn't work both ways. Permission or not, third party and the rights of fair use for the sake of whatever else. I think someone false flagged me as having not fair use, and you just ran with it and you don't care that I'm putting in my own input. This is my video explaining to you how I learned absolutely nothing even though I completed your task. Because I know reactions happen. Because I know people do reactions all the time. Some people have direct permission to do the reactions and whatever else. Where's the sideshow video? Whatever. Cute. Yay, YTP. You look stupid. I'm trying to figure out mostly just the pacing of how often do I talk about a thing, how long of a stretch do I let them talk before I pause and give my reaction? I don't know. It's different when it's like Crash Course, where it's like a curriculum. You paid for that. Or it's different when it's other things. These are things that are just on YouTube for free. And I understand that you need to have a certain amount of reaction. And I did a certain amount of reaction. My question is how frequently? You need to give a direct response. My comments aren't open? That's smart. No, that's the wrong button. Where are the comments? No comments. Oh, you're not here. Cool. We will have this conversation. If anyone can be thoughtful enough to be able to give me either an email or talk to me in like give a proper explanation of what a reaction video can be. Again, if you look at any of my stuff in the past and you flag me for having not understanding or whatever or doing it again wrong, you have to understand that this is your negligence for not explaining it. I do my best out here. I can learn how it's supposed to be done, but at the same time, I do my best to make sure that it is my words about the subject that is the body of this thing. I'm not here to recopy people's videos, get notoriety, or whatever the hell else. I'm here to make the reaction. It's literally called a reaction. Reaction part 2. There was reaction part 1. You stopped the live stream before it even was able to finish. I just kept going. Again, the idea of multiple strikes is haunting because if someone false flags me 3 times, I lose my channel for no goddamn good reason. Do it again and you're going to get a serious legal fee for wrongful damages against me, against all sorts of people who you have false flagged and have not resolved that issue, not compensated them for what they've lost. This is the people's word, not just